I always wondered of the amount of timeless beauty the southern part of India holds. Getting a chance to see the absolute purity of nature, my heart had fluttering butterflies. The southwestern part of Karnataka, with an estimated population of 5 lakh, offered me some majestic things which I would never find in the busy environment of Delhi. The natural beauty, delicious local cuisine, and captivating aromas of the coffee plantations. It was all that I needed for a peaceful trip. My journey towards Coorg from Bangalore was a pleasant one. There was a vineyard on the way. I heard somewhere that winemakers and winery owners are amongst the world's most charming and interesting people. So to know them more closely, I found this interesting place where I'm going to feel the passion of winemaking, and I'm definitely going to taste more wine than I expected to. So let's go inside and find out what all this place has to offer. I always had been curious to know how this fermented drink is made. The yard was a beauty which complemented the delightful weather. Huge grape stomping barrels were also placed there in which the fruit is crushed to extract juice, which is so exciting. You will find yourself indulging in some of the great wines made here. I instantly felt at peace reaching the little town. The aura was mesmerizing. On my second day, I thought of exploring the place more. So the next stop in my list was a Tibetan settlement in Bylakuppe. Also on my way, there were small shops covering the town which sold homemade wines. The interesting thing of which was that it contained no alcohol. I was tempted to buy one, but that would be done later. Tibetan culture in India has its own significance, the influence of which is seen here in Bylakuppe. I'm now heading towards the Golden Temple, which is an important place in this little town. It was inspiring to see the way this temple was constructed. This settlement is the second largest Tibetan settlement outside Tibet, which actually amazed me. Monks and students in the monastery were engaged in their daily course without getting interrupted by the outside world. Inside the campus, there was the Golden Temple, which consisted of a tall Buddha statue along with 2 others. My next stop was the most lively. With a great deal of excitement, I headed towards the Dubare Elephant Camp, which trained these large mammals. There was a boat which carried the tourists to the camp. The view was too cute. Elephants of all sizes were taking bath. They were in a playful mood too, and this gesture made me instantly happy. The night passed with the anticipation of what is coming next. After Dubare's energetic experience, I was all geared up to face the freezing climate of Kodagu, as the locals call it. My guide helped me hire a jeep to reach Mandalpatti, which was some 4,400 feet above the sea level. Jeep, because he said that the regular 4-wheelers could not cover the rough path. I should also mention, by the time we reached Mandalpatti, I was a little dizzy. I'm at the Mandalpatti point right now. The temperature here is 13 degrees centigrade. Oh, it's so freezing here that I want to stay, but I cannot stay any long. It was extraordinary watching the mist gradually making us invisible. The temperature was extremely cold, and a few minutes later, I found myself completely drenched. Highlighting the ancient shrines, Karnataka is also popular for its range of age-old temples. I got a glimpse of such antiquity in Coorg. These mysterious forests behold a gem inside. The Kaveri temple stands tall, proudly telling the story of the origin of river Kaveri. Kaveri is the source of Kaveri river. The temple was located by the Brahmagiri hills. The site was splendid. Weather was changing its character beautifully, and the forests encircling this temple gave it an admirable semblance. It was a tiring day. By the time I left Kaveri temple, I wanted food real bad. There was a small tea stall on the way back which came as a boon. Maggie and a hot cup of tea after a long time was what I actually wanted then. I was now getting used to the unfamiliar language, food, and climate of the place. Karnataka was friendly and welcoming. Talking to the locals, I got to know about the Abbey Falls. This waterfall was amidst lush spread of coffee plantation. The location was about 10 kilometers from the town of Madikeri. I'm at the Abbey Falls, which is 8 kilometers from Madikeri and surrounded by coffee plantations. You can see just how amazing it is. The roar of the falls can be heard even from the roads. The white-watered freefall joined the river Kaveri. There were thick coffee bushes, tall trees, and also a hanging bridge which gives a good view of the falls. Abbey Falls led me to another tourist attraction close to it. Nisargadham Forest was a natural forest of thick bamboo groves, sandalwood, and teak trees. Inside the forest, there were all kinds of animals, out of which I got to see some deer and a peacock. Coorg is also known for its spices. Pepper, cloves, cardamom, kokum, and other stars of spices are grown in this area. People coming to visit Coorg definitely buy stock of spices and coffee as a souvenir. This little hill station in South gave some real good memories to remember throughout my life. One should always keep on traveling because at the end, it's all about the journey and not destination.